trans gay men.
Yeah, but we're femme presenting, so we were just shouting it. We were shouting that we were trans gay men because we are. Trans gay men!
What is a trans gay man?
Biologically female, but we're trans men and we're gay. We like guys.
Do you have gender dysphoria?
Yes, heavily.
But you're still femme presenting?
Yeah, I still femme present.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bolo. I'm coming to you with another video for educational purposes only. Today, I'm gonna go through 3 videos. If you're on the left, this should cause concern if you're not insane. If you're one of the sane people on the left, this should be very alarming for you because you're gonna come to the realization that the next election is a wash. You're not, it's over. Just don't even worry about it because y'all got a lot of shit to fix. And if you're on the right, you're gonna feel some sort of sadness, but you're also gonna know you've got at least the next election to really try and fix things up because there's still a lot of work to do. So we're gonna start off with this young black woman. You can tell by the way she talks, the way she acts. She doesn't actually live or grew up in the place that she pretends that she kind of grew up in. She lived in most likely a gated community, probably went to a mostly white school, which is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But you could tell her mentality, she siphoned it off from the white guilt, you know? So we're gonna just go through this.
People are getting arrested.
Yeah, Trende Arago gang members that are in the country illegally. That's a good thing that that's happening. Thank God. Huh?
What articles? Can you cite them?
ICE arrests nearly 200 Trende Aragua members, prepares deportation flights to Venezuela. This was just a report that I pulled up from February 5th. But this is what being widely reported on. This is one of the most violent gangs in the world that Joe Biden and his open border Democrats imported to terrorize the United States, which is just really loving and amazing.
Yeah, you know it's also one of the most violent gangs in America? Proud Boys.
No, it's not.
Yes, they are.
No, it's not.
Yes, they are.
Not by a long shot, actually.
Not by a long shot. Okay, how about the KKK then? They're a gang.
Name me one murder the KKK has committed in the last 20 years.
Oh, honey.
No. Let her answer.
Oh, honey.
That's fine.
In the last 20 years?
Yeah,
in the last 20 years. One, I can't give you an example, but they have a hard...
The most violent gang in the U.S. You can't give one example of a murder over the last 20 years?
Lynchings, honey. Lynchings by lynching.
50 years ago? They're not a pertinent problem right now, right? We should be focused on
They're
people
not
who are
a
actively
pertinent problem
slaughtering
right
people
now?
in mass.
Oh my gosh, your brains are tiny.
I think you're overestimating how much of a threat those groups are. When it comes to the KKK, evil, bad people, I condemn them totally, but I'm not going to pretend like they're like terrorizing Americans everywhere. It's not a thing.
It's like, oh, these are the most violent groups. This is most violent.
Trende Aragua is way more violent than the KKK.
American people. These are the examples that you're giving me. I'm giving you examples. I'm saying that Proud Boys are the largest gang in America. That KKK is the largest gang.
You're saying that Proud Boys are the largest gang in America?
Most violent. Excuse my language.
What is your basis for saying that, if you don't mind me asking?
I'll pull it up.
Talk about that. I'm telling you right now, I live in Queens, grew up in Brooklyn. I have never once in my life, myself, or come across someone that was afraid of the KKK coming to get them. Ever. Proud Boys, same thing. I've never heard anyone of color, which is primarily the people I deal with, Black, Hispanic. I've never heard anyone say, "Did you hear about that Pride Boys attack?" Now, Trende Aragua, I don't have any personal dealings with them, or I haven't heard anyone have personal dealings with them in particular. But Venezuelan gangs, absolutely. I know a number of people that have been robbed by Venezuelan illegal immigrant gangs and criminals, some of which were legal immigrants from Mexico and other places from South America. Okay? And another thing, that's why I know she hasn't grown up, she didn't grow up in any of these places, because nobody in the inner city thinks about no goddamn KKK. They're not even in proximity to the neighborhoods where those places, you know, where those people kind of flourish and their mentality is widespread. They're totally segregated. The only people that are getting terrorized by them are the neighborhoods that they're moving into, and they're not moving into some backwoods white neighborhood. They're not. They're going into already Hispanic neighborhoods and being shuttled into black neighborhoods, poor places. Okay, in big cities. That's where the majority of these migrants are going. They're not going to the backwaters in Florida and all these other places where racism might be super, you know, prevalent. Okay, and them white people want to just stay the fuck away from everyone else anyway. They're not out here trying to just run around and kill people. They're not trying to do that. They just like, look, we don't like niggers and spicks. Leave us the fuck alone. That's their mentality. And honestly, God bless them. Let them do what the hell they want. Like, I don't lose a wink of sleep. Okay? But yeah, you could tell she hasn't even... She grew up in a nice neighborhood, went to a nice school, goes to a nice college, which are all great things. But she's talking about experiences that she has zero knowledge of. Okay? That's the first one. This is number 2. This is arguably even more insane. So we're gonna just watch.
It's gay men.
Yeah, but we're femme presenting, so we were just shouting it. We were shouting that we were trans gay men because we are. Trans gay men!
What is a trans gay man?
Biologically female, but we're trans men and we're gay. We like guys.
Do you have gender dysphoria?
Yes, heavily.
But you're still femme presenting?
Yeah, I still femme present. I find it comfortable, but at the same time, it does get hard when I can't look mask.
So do you identify as gay or queer?
As queer.
As queer. That's fair, because you're trans guys, right? That's fair. What about you?
Queer as well.
Queer. What about you?
I am not a trans gay man. Well, I identify as a pansexual.
Yay!
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's pretty boring if you ask. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, it's pretty boring to be just a basic lesbian right now.
I can't find other lesbians out there, so.
Right here, girl. Trans.
This is... They are literally, well, at least this one and the tall black girl, they are literally just straight women. They used all these descriptors and all this gender jargon to basically say we're straight women. They're at a gay pride thing, I'm guessing. That's what it looks like. Because they want to feel like they belong. But it's too boring. There is no attention paid to women that say, I'm a heterosexual woman that likes penis and I've got a vagina that wasn't built from the ground up by doctors. So this is their way to get celebrated and feel celebrated and get some attention at these marches and demonstrations. She is a femme presenting trans gay man. So she's a woman that thinks she's a man, but presents that straight man as a woman. I'm telling you, lefties, y'all need to nip this in the butt. I mean, can't even do that. The toothpaste is already out the tube at this point. Y'all gonna have to like actually start being parents, because this starts young. This starts young. I'm telling you, if she was from some conservative family, this would be far less likely to happen. It still does, but far less likely, obviously. She probably comes from like, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if she went to like San Francisco, Brooklyn, one of these big liberal cities, Austin, Texas, something like that. But this is insanity. Understand, the more people see of this, the less likely they will even be open to considering any of the points that your side makes. This is crazy.
It's gay men.
Yeah.
But, and here's the last one. All right, so this might be the worst. And this guy, it's such a bad take that I'm trying to figure out if this guy is just here trolling. I'm really trying to figure out if he's trolling.
Government to ban gender affirming care for kids?
You want to lose every election? Just keep coming down on the side of parents coming in second in a who gets to decide what goes on with my kid contest.
I'm not. First of all, there are also really important surgeries that people get for their heart, and they go wrong, and somebody dies. And nobody says we must stop the cardiologists. No one says we must stop the surgeons. We say let's.
That's your analogy.
Well, my analogy is only that. Wait, let me finish. Let's.
Right.
You gotta go. That's good. That's it. You're just leaving.
Go. Yeah, I'm just leaving.
Bill Maher, everybody.
Thank you.
You want the.
Mind you, Bill Maher is a leftist, lifelong leftist, and it's gotten so bad to that someone that you should be seeing eye to eye with, at least to a degree, has said something so crazy that you have to leave. Imagine that. Like, this is crazy. This dude said a heart surgery going wrong and gender affirming, I think it's medical malpractice, to be honest, if you're gonna be listening to a child that can't even make a lasagna from scratch. They don't even know if they want to be a firefighter, an OnlyFans content creator, the president, an NFL running back. They don't know what they want as an adult, but you're letting them decide to take off or add on to their body as they please. No one goes to the cardiologist and says, hey, I would like for you to perform this surgery on me because I feel this way. It's like, no, there's been a diagnosis. Maybe there's a lot of plaque buildup in your arteries and something has to happen. You need a pacemaker, whatever the hell it is. There's been a diagnosis and there's a remedy that surgery is required. That's why the surgery happens, not because you feel a type of way. How are you even going to compare this to a gender surgery? Bill, there's room over here. There's room. It seems like you're one of the sane ones that I was talking about. Understand. And I think he does. He said it at the beginning. If you want to keep losing, keep going down this hole. And it looks like there's still some staunch super duper far leftists that believe like this. I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna start getting back to normalcy here. And then I see stuff like this, the trans mask, and we're afraid of the KKK. I've never been afraid of. I don't think about that shit at all. If I would have seen a hood, I wouldn't give a shit. It's like, look, dude, you're out here, you trying to scare people. I'm not scared. I'm not. Like, why would I be scared? But yeah, man, let me know what your thoughts in the comments below. If you're far leftist, do you agree with their takes, or are you more of like, okay, we got a lot of work to do because we're not going to be winning anything for a very long time with people like this running rampant? I'm out.